Omnia Vincit Amor. Love conquers everything, for love comes from the Lord. When we have Christ in our lives, we see good in everything, for Christ is love. Paul very beautifully and rightly writes about the gift of love in 1 Corinthians 13, where he talks about the nothingness in one's life, unless the fire of love ignites in their hearts and deeds, which comes only through Christ. Today, the very word love is a cliché, and for which the true model of love is barely visible. We tend to define love in the simplest of ways and more hilariously, just limiting love to mere human emotions and affections. But love is more than just expressing mere human feelings, emotions, affections, and compassion. Love is a superlative term which needs to be used or serve the highest quality of purpose. Love should serve as a powerful force where its tenderness should be embraced by all humans alike and should serve its sole purpose. That is, love should be unconditional and should see no boundaries. In a way that love should break barriers and chains of hatred, foes, unforgiveness, and killings. Love also should play a vital role as a peacekeeping force and the forerunners to bring equality and justice in the society. Billy Graham said, "Love should be a conscious act of will, a deliberate decision on our part to put others ahead of ourselves, for this is the kind of love God has for us." However, today many people make a mistake by seeking love in wealth, fancy houses, and lifestyles, but ironically, love found in rag and in depths of poverty, and love encountered during rock bottoms appears to be more genuine and rarer. Above all, love made through Christ and in Christ is perennial, true, and incomparable by all means. We may build an empire of wealth and power, but without love, it is evidently crumbling down. In fact, love built on power, wealth, and possession remains just an illusion. Love should be the basic principles of all beings. Just as Christ said, we are to love one another as he has loved us, and most importantly, to love our neighbors and enemies, which undoubtedly is the hardest task for all, both Christians and non-Christians. But nothing is impossible to a willing and loving heart, especially when we love God, for loving God changes the way we love others. Today, the world is so broken that there are wars and bloodsheds everywhere. We see poverty, injustice, and corruptions across the globe. Children dying in the streets out of hunger and women raped and assaulted in all corners. Such are the discerning signs that humanity is desperate in need of one thing, that is, love. For with love comes peace, joy, and prosperity. Hence, it's Omnia Vincit Amor, or simply, love with God conquers everything. Thanks for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe if you find it worth watching.